Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Go to base. 52. Hop on. Cut. Check that. Check 99. Kill. Boom. Nickel. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Check. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Now on second and 13. Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Set. I'm coming after you. Go. Check. Under 10. 10. He's coming. Drop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Check. Fresno. 51 to Mike.
They run with Hines. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
I got you. 51.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wriggles free. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Wide. Get wide. Check 26. He's crashing. He's anyway. Hot seven.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Check.
He'll pitch it back. They find some open field here. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dontrell Hilliard, 77 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
The Eagles into the red zone for the 1st time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This is Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Now they try the right side here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
First down, Murray. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Andy Isabella was the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
47's the mic. Check, 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 check. Alert 3. Come on. Check. He's coming. Double up, double up. Oh, he's coming, double up.
Murray now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hines. He finds an opening past the 40. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go! Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 13, check 13. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, he don't want it. 50's the mine. 50's the mine. All day, baby, all day. Save.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
SOS. Lucky. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down, Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
It's just me and you. Go, go.
2nd and 14. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
51, Mike 51.
They'll drop the throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. No. Kill.
On second down, here's Murray. It's Hill, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Too little, cut. Check 99. Check 99. Kill. Check nickel.
Now on second and 13. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long.
Hatchet.
Throwing on third and long. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check. Deuce, handle. Hey, switch gears. Match box.
Here's 2nd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Under 10. He's coming. We got double up.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Last
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw, and he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. It'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2. I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Murray on the move to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, alert three. Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Rolling to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Barnett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.